UFC 307 comes and goes, and I'm more confused than I was before it got here. I do think it was a good fight card. I think it was really entertaining to watch, whether it be because of the antics or the fighting. There was a lot going on last night, and it was a fucking mess, to be totally honest with you. I'm going to start with the early guys, and we're just going to work our way up the card. But I do wanted to give a shout out on the undercard, on the bottom real quick. Hubbard and Hernandez, Alex Hernandez, absolutely phenomenal fight. I saw a couple of people thinking Hubbard won. I do think Hernandez did enough in rounds 1 and 2 to get that victory. Damn near fight of the night. I didn't even see where the performances bonuses went. I would not at all be mad if that went to one, even though it was on the undercard. That was phenomenal work by both guys. Kevin Holland, hate to see him go out that way. I really thought him and Delitze were going to have a phenomenal fight. I believe Kevin Holland was going to win that, even though if he didn't, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, wouldn't have been the end of his life. Would have been cool. I hate that it ended that quickly with an injury. Shout out him, though. He dogged it out on the bottom for like 45 seconds. Good shit. And Cesar Almeida, yeah, you've got to go, bro. 4 eye pokes. He hit Ihor Potieria in the cup at least once, if not twice, bro, because that little shin, that little front, it looked like it, bro. And 3 of those eye pokes were straight up, like, brutal, blatant. I can't believe the referee didn't even give him a warning, or should have deducted a point and didn't even give him a warning, which is crazy to me. I need to see some phenomenal work out of him next fight, or I want Dana to cut him. And while we're talking about the undercard, I gotta say, Wonderboy looked really good in the cage, but I'm not really surprised at anything that happened. We know that Joaquin is just a tank. He's just walking out there. He's waiting to throw something big. One of them landed. Nothing you could do. I really wanted to see Wonderboy win that fight. Looked like he was winning that fight out there up 2 rounds, but shit happens. Shout out Joaquin Buckley. Put a good hand on him. I'm dehydrated than a motherfucker, boy. God damn. Anyway, getting into the main card, UFC 307 started with Kayla Harrison taking her place in the UFC women's bantamweight division. I don't know shit about WMMA. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. Like, outside of Amanda Nunes being God, Ronda Rousey being Judo Jesus and not being able to stand up, and Holly Holm being the best female kickboxer other than like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, I don't know shit. I really don't know shit. And Kayla Harrison is making me excited for women's MMA, dude. Like, she can barely even make this fucking weight cut of 135 because she's so swole. I did lose my bet last night. I had her to win in under 2.5 rounds. I thought she was just going to press this woman into the fucking mat and like bounce her skull off of it, elbow her face, and call it wraps. Kayla took more damage than I thought she was going to. But she won that fight on the feet. She won that fight wrestling. She got more takedowns, more significant strikes, better striking percentage, wrapped it up the rankings. I want her fighting for the belt. I don't really know where Roman Dolidze is going to go after that. He celebrated really hard after a fucking injury TKO over Kevin Holland. Like, the dude was most likely going to go out there and whoop your ass and then drop 15 pounds and whoop someone else's ass in 3 weeks from now. Like, Kevin, I don't really see why Dolidze was so excited about that. I don't really even see why he got a presser. Run it back, I guess. That's all I could say. Either that or give Dolidze like a 1 or 2 ranked higher guy and then just give him Holland after he wins or loses regardless. But I wasn't impressed with that. Same way that I was not impressed with Jose Aldo and Mario Batista, bro. This was a bullshit fight. I'm fully aware. Am I yelling? I'm fully aware that time control is going to win you a lot of fights. He didn't have control time. He would go for a takedown. Jose would stuff it immediately and effortlessly. It was nothing at all. And instead of getting any sort of credit for this, he gets his back put on the cage, and we're giving Mario control time for what? Fucking sniffing his dick? Fucking jamming his forehead into his chest. He was shooting continuous takedowns, going for ankle picks and throws, and Jose was just denying everything. He clearly showed superiority, that his takedown defense is better than Mario's takedown offense. You're not going to be able to wrestle me because my grappling is better than yours. Boom, cool. What's the only other option? There's stand up, They're striking and there's grappling. That's the only two things we're scoring. And damage, I guess. Cool, whatever. Jose won the striking for damn sure. He might have been missing a couple of these shots, but it's because Mario was just in constant retreat, not looking to engage, not interested in getting hit with any of those bombs. His eye was really fucked up from those jabs Jose was hitting him with, and Jose's hands looked phenomenal. I mean, he didn't even look real, dude. The way he was moving so quick. And yeah, Mario's right. He didn't get off the cage. That's not his problem. True, bro. You didn't do shit. You were praying to God you got one of those takedowns and you could just start spamming fucking elbows, bro. I have no idea. I mean, this was just like worst possible outcome, bro. Because now Mario, no, there's not a Mario Batista fan on the planet, bro. There's not. Not even his coach. The motherfucker was pissed. Awful, awful, awful fight. I would have given that one to Jose. Dude, if he would have gotten just one takedown, two, sure, you can win the fight then at that point. You got stuffed 12 out of 12 times. On top of that, you were going for picks and you got bodied, dude. You lost every single interaction. Sure, Jose didn't get off the cage. You didn't press. Not much at all did I ever see you try and wrap around and take his back. Because the second you did, Jose just escaped. Because he's better than you in that situation. He was staying right there on your back because who was it wasn't Mark Goddard. I forgot who the ref was for that fight, but he just let it happen for so long because as soon as he would give them one verbal warning, he would throw a singular elbow, Mario would, and then he's just right there, back holding in the clinch. And most of those elbows didn't even land flush because Jose's defense was that elite. I just think this was a bullshit fight. Terrible fight. Jose, honestly, this is a rare situation where the grappler just did not win that fight. Not happy with this one at all. Can't say that I'm not happy with this one at all, but I'm still not happy with it. Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena. Wow. Both of y'all's coaches suck. I'm going to just be honest. 100% y'all's coaches suck. Could not teach I want to say like a real man, but that's fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like a good fighter. What the fuck are you guys doing? Juliana Pena was literally folded in half over her lead leg. And Raquel Pennington refused to throw more than like 3 leg kicks all fight. And Juliana Pena could clearly dominate that fight on the ground and just didn't try and get it there. It didn't look like she even could. And on top of them both having dog shit ass game plans, I think the wrong woman won. I think Raquel Pennington won that fight. She got a knockdown. She won the fight on the feet. Yes, Juliana won on the ground, but the fight's only on the ground for like 3-4 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Like I can literally get the stats right here, and from what I remember watching with my own eyes, Juliana Pena could not have had this fight on the ground for more than 5 minutes. Like it doesn't even say right here. Which is ridiculous. But, yeah, no, I still think that the wrong woman won that fight. And they both looked bad. Also, Raquel Pennington had that head kick. Like, if we're just basing it off damage, I got to give that. Because the first time Pena got her down, I forget what round that was. I think it was 2. Even Rogan was bitching about how she's not doing anything with it. Y'all see Bowser? What doing? And still, UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Peloton. Knew it was going to happen, but that fight was not what I expected. That was a fucking dog fight, dude. The first round and a half, 2 rounds, Khalil won. Khalil flat out won that. The last 2 minutes of the third round, Alex was really putting it on him. Hey, kid. And then 4th round, we all saw he was able to finish it. I'm not here to tell you what happened. I'm here to give you my analysis on it. Khalil landed the heaviest shots Alex has ever been touched with in an octagon. I'm not sure about a kickboxing ring. Alex might have been knocked out fucking cold for all I know, which I think he has. But in an MMA octagon, the heaviest shots he's ever eaten were last night. And he showed he's able to recover extremely well. There was the one time he did get knocked down was because he's totally defenseless. He's throwing a head kick. Get to that in a second. But he got fully stunned, fully chinned, drops to his butt, and he's immediately able to recover, maintain his distance, even throw a couple of strikes, like showed or at least pretended like he was not hurt, and he recovers very quickly because that happened at least twice. There was a third one that definitely clipped him. I couldn't really even tell to what extent, but Alex's ability to remain calm, breathe, show no damage, and never change throughout the fight is just an unweatherable ability. Like, that's not something you can go against for 25 minutes. It's demoralizing. It's confusing. It's unnatural the way he's able to just stand there, damaged or not. Not even get cut, really, just bruised. A bunch of bruises. It's hard to cut this man, and that's insane. Because Khalil has ridiculous power. And we saw him, he did a couple of spins, and he didn't really throw a lot of kicks. I don't think he was injured. I think he was worried about getting caught. The same way Alex kept getting caught for throwing those head kicks, I think Khalil was scared to do that. Alex's power really didn't affect Khalil like I thought it would. There were a couple of those hooks and uppercuts that he really wound into. Like, I'm talking through them bitches. And Khalil's either able to eat them on his block or, deflect them off and just keep going. And it was the liver shots that put him down. As much damage as he was taking to the face, I think if this was fucking head hunting only, Khalil could have stayed in there for another until the ref fucking pulled him off. It looked like he was going to stay in there forever, but those liver shots absolutely exploded everything in Khalil's midsection. I know that shit hurt bad, dude. Bad. But Alex's jab was just able to maintain range. He started throwing a bunch of knees, which is what really started busting up Khalil. Didn't see any elbows from either guy. I kind of expected that since they're both. I expected Alex to throw elbows because those close interactions with Khalil are very, very scary. But he just preferred to walk Khalil down as soon as he explodes out of that corner. He's got plenty of room, fall back, give him a jab, reset. He did a phenomenal job controlling the middle of the ring. I think the next fight to make... Ooh, I could do that for all of these. Hold up. Next fight to make for everyone who won. Alex, I want to see fight Magomed. I want to see Juliana Pena either run it back with Raquel Pennington or go straight to Kayla Harrison. Mario Batista does not deserve to fight anybody crazy at the moment after that performance. I would actually rather see Jose Aldo fight one of these young strikers. Give me like Cody Garbrandt and Jose Aldo. That'd be awesome. Let me look at that. Let me lay eyes on that. Roman Dolidze... Feed him to one of the demons, bro. Give him like a Robert or an Izzy or a Dreykus just so he gets his ass fucking rocked. And then bring him back down here to Kevin Holland. That's what I genuinely want to see. Because I didn't like the way he was... Feed him to Yoel Romero. That's what I want to see. I want to see Yoel Romero just suplex the dog shit out of this man for 20 minutes. I already said I want to see Kayla Harrison fight for the belt. If she needs one more, take on Raquel Pennington, the loser of the fight they just had for the belt. And I think she would dominate Raquel Pennington. After that, I want to see Cesar Almeida start working in a fucking lunch lady uniform. I want to see Alexander Hernandez and Austin Hubbard both get rewarded. I want to see them both get really nice fights. Joaquin got fight of the night. Okay, interesting. Joaquin Buckley should fight. He called out Kamaru Usman. I'm actually okay with that. I think that'd be a really cool fight. And it's probably be Kamaru's last chance to, like, fucking do something, He'd have to get that man to the ground immediately and just call it wraps. To wrestle fuck him for 25 minutes, which he's capable of doing. But that's all that happened last night. I got to go the fuck to work today, so peace.